is Tinker77. We are back on FoolCraft over by the steak and chips machine. You can see that the cow spawner is working in overtime. And that's because I'm trying to finish this up before we destroy this. And I'm going to tell you why. We have a lot of steak and chips here. And we have a lot more. 5,600 in the storage system. We have enough to last us forever. So we're doing this just to finish up because we do have a lot of french fries here. So I'm just letting it run, and then we're going to get this all gone. So this will be gone here in just a little bit. Probably this episode we'll tear it down, okay? So in the meantime, what's been going on is that Pause Player 10 came back, and he spent a little time here. Again, we're trying to share the base, so he's doing some things too. I'm up on the bench here. And he did a couple things. One of them is over here. He created a little area. He wanted to make a house in here. That's fine. I don't care. And apparently he's been making a cobblestone generator that just automatically goes. Why we need cobblestone, I don't know. He was working on that as one of his little projects. That's pretty cool. It just kind of works forever. And he made his little house with some storage and some things like that. And some, even though he has a dragon egg mill, and he's got plenty of GP, he wanted to make these as well, and I'm not quite sure the reasoning behind it. He also went and did a lot of mining, he said, and he's been out and running about, and he said that they put in a bunch of Iskallium in here, and I saw there's just a ton. I don't know what technique he used to get that, but whatever he did, that's great, that's fantastic. So we're going to work today on trying to make an Iskallium Reactor, because sometimes this system has not worked out for power. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today. Hopefully we'll have a power system, and yeah, that'll be great. So let me get things started with this. Okay, here we go. One of the things we're going to need, and I'm going to show you this really quick, we're going to need something for the Iskallium reactors, and that is we're going to need to make a lot of these steel blocks. Steel blocks takes steel ingots. Now I'm going to work on, which one is it here? Thermal foundation, I think, is the one I want. If you look here, it just takes steel dust and an alloy smelter, which makes steel ingots. Okay, so how do you get steel dust? Well, that's easy. That's a crafting thing. So my plan is, we'll just make that up as we go in the ME system. We'll have this alloy smelter looking for that, and so if it can get any steel dust, it'll get it and make the steel ingots. So we need to export out of the system, out of our ME system, steel dust, okay? So let's see here. We want an export bus, right? This one right here. Put it in. We'll put an ME cable here. And for this, we just want any steel dust. There we go. Okay? Now, if it sees any steel dust, it'll pull that in. Let's go test this out real quick. I'll put this 22 steel dust that I have here into my system. And is it working? I don't see it working. What's going on here? Has power, steel dust. This is one of those things I got to figure out. So, what is going on? Well, export means take out of the storage system and bring it to here. Oh, probably on this right here. This configuration is set to something else. Push. Oops, sorry. Change that. This will be pull. There we go. Pull. And now you can see it's making the steel ingots. Excellent. Now, on top of this, we're going to import back into our system. Okay, and we don't really care, but we're going to make sure we have this right here, which is the steel ingot that we actually will be making. And we'll have this going across. Cable. And there we go. Now, is it pulling out yet? Looks like it is. It's going down. So now we have a constant way of producing steel ingots inside of our system. Okay, so see, if we have no more dust, nothing happens. Now, how do I get more dust into the system? Well, that's easy. You just go in here, you look for steel dust. There's the recipe. And all I need to do is just grab a couple of these. See, I can make that easily on as needed basis. Okay, and then I just have to put that back into the system, and it will start pulling out and making steel that we want. Okay, so that's the first part of this little puzzle. That's pretty easy. You should be able to do that in your world just as quickly. Okay, we're ready for the next step, which is to get all that Iskallium that Pause Player 10 gave us, and we're going to go and get the actual ore out of it. Now, we have here, this pickaxe here has luck 3, which is really fortune 3. So we're going to get as many of this as I can. Oops, Don't want that. Maybe if I sort by that, it might make it easier. There we go. We're going to grab all of this, and we're going to try to convert this with this pick. Okay, so now I have set up a bunch of these wands here so that we can do this pretty quick. I'm going to put it down here. So let's see. We'll do a bunch of this like this. And we'll take the wand and we'll just kind of go out. That's pretty easy. And now, if you can see there, it goes up. So let's see if we can do that here. Up a layer. Apparently that was not right. Let's see. Running out of wands is what's going on. But I had made a couple more, so let's just get this whole stack of... There we go. Look at all that Iskallium. Iskall will be happy to see that. Okay, so now we're going to mine that. With Vein Miner. Yep, there we go. Now we got a bunch of that in our inventory. We're going to convert that over here. Let's get it in here really quick. And make sure we don't lose any of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, don't ever get the Iskallium without Fortune Pick, because you need it. Okay, wow, that's a lot. Man, Pause Player 10, you did a great job. I don't know what he did. He had some sort of technique that he was using. So, which is cool. I mean, I like the fact that he has a technique to do it. Because I was trying to figure out how. Maybe use some sort of quarry or something. I don't know. But he did that with the intention of helping me out so that we can have more power. I should just have a vacuum thing to pull it in here. But anyway, we have a lot of Iskallium here. So let me get the rest of this big block done. And all into the storage area. And then we're going to start to make the components and make up a power system. I'm up a few floors. Still a lot of these blimps. I haven't gotten rid of these yet. Anyway, I'm thinking this floor what I could use for power. What I can do is I can put an Iskallium Reactor right here. Okay. And then if we have more, which looks like I might, I can put another reactor here. I can put multiple reactors up here. But this whole floor can be used for power. So I think I'm going to do that right here. So that's what we're going to start off with right now, is starting to make up the reactor. Now, if you recall what I said there, I needed a lot of that steel so we can make the Iskallium steel block. And we can now have all the materials there. So I'm going to put that recipe here. I'm just going to see what I can make with what I have so far. See, only 47 blocks. It's not a lot. So let's make some more of the, what is it, the coal stuff, or the steel dust. Right? That right there. Let's just make a bunch of that because I know I've got the resources. You can see it's going out of my system. That also frees up some space with my system. Okay. And now I'm going to put this back in, and our little alloy smelter will just chug away making what we need. Okay. So why don't we go back up to where I was, and we're going to see what we have up here. I think it was one more. Is this it? Yes, it was right here. Okay, so this is the back wall, and I'm going to put the block down. I'm trying to figure out how big this is because we got to make it kind of square. So if I go out to about here, how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be 4 more on each side of here. Would be 9 by 9. Okay. And that way we don't hit the wall. We can walk around it. That's a pretty good size. So now I have to fill this in here and at least get the base done. And we'll go back down then and see what we have. 4 blocks. And then what I'm going to do is make the frame of this little reactor and how it's going to look, and then we'll fill it in with the actual scallion, and then we'll do the scallion blast, and we should be good to go, okay? So let me just get all the blocks, and I'll be right back. One of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the energy conduits, but I want to hide them. And this is something I learned in a stream, is that you can use this thing called a painting machine. And you make these conduit facades. Okay, and what you do is you put the block type you want inside of this painter, and then you put the facades, and what it does is it creates these pieces, and these will then be used to hide or cloak the conduit. So I'm going to show you that here. Let me get a few more of these, and we're going to go up there. That should be enough right now. Let's go up, and I want to show you what I'm talking about here. So we're going to use some of the energy IO. Do I have any of the energy ones? Yes, here we go. So we got some conduit here. Okay, if you recall, this is the pillar that has all the energy, which is good. Because we know that's not the elevator block. There it is. Okay, so right here is the conduit. This is where it's going. I'm going to run it through the floor here. Okay, so let me break a couple blocks. Okay. Now, if you recall, this block here, I will probably need to make a control block. But what I'm going to do is run this across here really quick, because these 3 spots, and actually I'll tie it in. There we go. This will be the conduit running over into the reactor. Okay? So now I'm going to take these conduit facades, if I don't throw it out, and if I right-click right on here, it hides it. It makes it look like it's there. Oops, but it's not. See, so we can still walk over it. It looks just like it. You would never know the conduit's there. So now it's hidden. Okay? So I'm going to get some more of this material here. We're going to make one of these blocks special so that we can hook into the conduit. And, yeah, let's go do that right now. I think I can do that right now. Don't know why I got all that experience. That's very weird. What you need to do is you need to have a tap, I believe, of some sort, or a way to hook into it. And that would be the power taps. And yeah, see there it says do not attach any other pipe or block except an Ender IO conduit, which we already have. So we'll make one of these. Takes a steel block. I have that. And a redstone. And there we go. Let's go put that in the system here real quick. 3 floors up. The conduit's coming across the center line right here to this block. Okay? So I'm going to get rid of this block here. Okay, and we're going to go and put this right there. Now, the energy IO isn't hooked up to it yet. Let me go down 1. And you can kind of see nothing's there. Let me go up here. And I'm going to hook that up real quick here. You can see when I put an energy IO conduit, these facades become transparent, so you can kind of see where everything is. So here we go. We're going to go in. We're going to hook it up, and then I'm going to put another facade there, so you would never know that it was there. Oops, that's not what I wanted, but you get the idea. Should be, let's see if I can do this right. Right here. There we go. Okay, so that reactor, when I get it built, let's go back up here. So right here is the tap. It's hooked up. It's hooked into our power line. Everything's good. So when the reactor gets finished building, it will be then producing the power. Right now it's not producing anything, but that's okay. So let me get some more of these steel blocks and see where we are. Okay, I have the frame done for the reactor. Now I want to put up some of the glass walls before we fill in the center. So now we need to make the Iskallium glass. Iskallium glass, basically it's just glass blocks all around Iskallium. So we're going to do that real quick here. We're going to see how many we can get. I'm going to do about 3 stacks worth for now. That's probably not enough, but we'll see. So you can see I made the frame here. It's all the way up. It looks really big. It's going to be great when we get this done. But basically what we have here is have that. And we just want to go up with the wand. I believe it's only on one side. Let's see. I want to go. There's a mode button here. And I'm trying to figure out which way it goes. There we go. Wands are great. They really are helpful. I keep forgetting to use them, unfortunately. But there we have one side done. I have to do the other 2 sides here. And then we're going to fill in this with all the scallion, which is the main part of the reactor. And then we'll put the front on, and then we should just be about done. So let's just do a little bit more here. Okay, we got that. And we'll just start to go up. Why is it not doing that? Is it from this side? That's very interesting. I don't know if it's this wall, which I don't really need this wall here. Let me take this out real quick. This was made by an errant wand, if you will. Let's get rid of this block here. Get rid of this block here. There we go. Okay. Now I'll vein mine the rest of this. Okay, that looks better. Not sure why it's not picking that up, but that's okay. We'll just do this again. Oh, it's probably because I'm on a... I know what it is. I got to hit the mode button again. There we go. I had the wrong mode. You press the M button when you're working with wands, and you get different modes for like directions or how they place it, and that's cool. Okay, so there we go. That's wall number 2. We'll do number 3. Now, again, the wand won't work here because of the mode. We'll change it to a different mode where it works. And we ran out of glass. So I'm going to get some more glass. And I'm going to finish up this wall here. And then we're going to work on the center. Okay, time to make the controller for the system. So if we go up here, let's just do Iscal. There we go. The controller, that's just easy as a block in that. That's super simple. And now we have the actual controller. Okay, now that was going to go at the same point. Well, I'm going to put it right next to where my power tap is. That's usually a good idea. The rest of the farm is going to be, of this, should I say farm, power system, it is really is a power farm, is Iskallium. And that's just blocks of Iskallium. That's real easy. Let's get a bunch of these. I'm not sure how many we need, but we need a lot. Let's just make a bunch. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to go back up. We're going to start to put this into place, okay? Here we are. I'm going to put the controller right next to here. And there we go. Now, this whole area here has to be filled in, and then we're going to put glass on the front. Okay? So if I take this here, look at all that. That looks really cool. Doesn't it? I like that. Okay, let's go back to a mode here. Let's just pull this out. Okay, to right there, because we're going to put glass here. Now this whole thing needs to go up. There we go. It's looking good. So far we have enough in our inventory. Maybe I do have plenty. Okay. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. And I still got, oh, I barely have enough. But there we go. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the glass and we're going to seal it up. And this thing should be running perfectly fine. Time to fill in the glass on the front here. There we go. This should be pretty quick. I'm not sure if you need the glass, but I always put it in the glass just to make it look right. And I think that, you know, my guess is it is necessary. But that should be the full reactor. Now, I'm not sure what kind of generation we're getting on there. So let's go down to the capacitors and look. See what it's saying as far as the rates here. Well, they're all topped off, right? So let me figure out how I need to figure out how we're getting all the power. Look at all that. That's weird. Grab all that. Okay, let's make another capacitor. I know I said I was going to make another capacitor, but I'm thinking that I might actually do something different. There is a, it's called, what is it? It's a power, like a capacitor or a meter monitor. That's what I think it's called. Yes, got one of these power monitors, okay? So let's try to make that. We need electrical steel. We're going to need a machine chassis. We've got energy conduits. I can make those too. So let's see what we got here. Do we have any of that already? Yes. Okay, so that's easy. So let's go with this one. Let's go with the chassis here. We need to get the basic capacitor first for the center. That should be pretty easy. There we go. We're running out of gold there. That's okay. Need the machine chassis. There we go. Here we go. We got that. Okay. Need a conduit probe, I believe it said. And a conduit probe is pretty much all of that. And what do we have of that? We're missing some of that. Okay. Let's go look here. We're missing some of the actual conduit here. This energy conduit. Which I'm going to get some of these bindings. Okay, let me go get the materials for this. This is going to be fun. Alright, I think I've got enough for this conduit probe. This took a little bit of time to get all the conduit bindings. So if we go to the conduit probe, we're going to get that. There we have the conduit probe. That's good. And the other thing, I think we have everything we need. Let's see. Monitor. Can't spell sometimes here. Because I know I've got that now. And I got that. It should be enough. Yes, it is. Okay, so now let's go and hook this up to someplace on the conduit system. Let's just... well, I wonder if I can put this somewhere where I have access to the power system. Somewhere easy. Let's go put it in our conduit line right here. I'm just going to hook it in right there. Grab that real quick. There, that shows us what we're doing here. It's gaining power. Okay, so it's saying here that we are using 10 RF per tick, roughly, and we're going up at about 800 per tick. So of course it's charging up, and other things are doing things like this. For instance, various machines are buffering up the power, that sort of thing. So we have a lot of power going on here, which is pretty good. Okay, so there we go. We have a power system. It's generating power. These can be probably shut off. We don't need these anymore. I'll probably do that in a little bit. So let's see. Let me go plan what's out next for this episode. And I bet you it's going to be tearing down this thing. All right. The rate of energy being output by this reactor seemed low to me. So I came back after I started editing the video. I stopped editing real quick and came back here. I moved these up. And I just want to put a capacitor on here and see if we're getting power. This is an MT25. And there we go. And you can see we're getting Well, we're maxing out at least 25,000 per tick. So this is generating power, so it should be good for our system. So I just wanted to make sure that this was working. It is. That's just great. So I'm going to put this little clip into the video at the right point and continue editing. All right. Yes. I don't have a lot more time for this episode, so I am going to tear all this down. We're going to shut off stuff. We're going to just get it working, or get it not working, I should say. Make sure nothing's running. Let's turn this off too. There we go. So everything should be not running anymore. Now's the time we're going to start to tear it all down. So there we go. Let's have some fun with this. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the glass. I got rid of these fans too before it kills me. There we go. Look. Oh, the fan. See what I mean? Gotta get behind that fan or else it's gonna get you. Keep hearing the machine over here making the cobblestone. Okay, let's get behind here. There we go. Just gonna rip it all out. Okay, there we go. And we got some pieces below here we can pick up. Let's get this absorption hopper here. There we go. I don't know if I saw anything drop, but that's okay. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's fly back up here through the little hole we made. Oh no, I'm lost. We got a lot of conduit down here too, probably. So something's catching on me. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, here we go. We got all this dirt. We don't need any more dirt, do we? Got a few potatoes too. So this whole thing's gonna be gone. We're gonna clean it all up. It's gonna look great. So yeah, I'll be back a little bit once I get this all done. The farm is gone. Now that all I have to do is just make sure I clean up the lights here, and that's about it. So yeah, I think this video is pretty much done. I hope you like this video. It's a little bit different, but I got some power now, and it's going to be great for the base, and we can do some more projects then. Soon, I'm going to be doing a mob farm, so please stay tuned, and you'll see some great stuff coming up. If you like this video, please click that like button. I'm looking for more likes. If you have any comments, please put them in the comment section. I try to respond to those. It's been rough a little bit lately, but I'm going to try to give you double my efforts on responding to comments. And if you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Please do so. We're approaching 500 subscribers, which means I need to be thinking about a 500 subscriber special. So that's really great. Also, we do a lot of Twitch streaming, so if you're out and you want to join us, you can see the Twitch stream is twitch.tv/tinker77live. Come join us. I think we do some on Sunday nights for sure, and sometimes during the week. So if you get the chance to join us, that'd be great. Okay, well, that's about it. I think we're just about done. I think that's... oh, there's a block right there. Gotta get that one last block. There we go. Okay. It's all done. Looking good. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.